All right, welcome back to the show. This is Catching Up with the Kurtzes. My name is Logan Kurtz, and it is my pleasure, as always, to be joined alongside my siblings. First of which is a physical education teacher. He's a father of one. He's a boating enthusiast. Brandon Kurtz.
Hey guys, been a
What's
while.
going on, Brandon?
Sorry, I missed you this weekend. Technical difficulties, weather difficulties. I'm the human shit show, basically.
It's a perfect way to put it.
Everything's par for the course, man. All right. Next of which we have Wake Forest first baseman, a future Call of Duty streamer, Nick Kurtz.
What's going on, guys? Happy to be back. It's been a while. Thanks, Brandon. But we're here. Let's go.
Yeah. We were on a little bit of a 1 week hiatus, but we're coming back. Hopefully, fingers crossed so far. All right, and then lastly, but not least, we are joined by a professional model, a future Nittany Lion, an avid equestrian, and our baby sister, Grace Kurtz.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yep. All right. So far, so good. So let's keep rolling. All right, Brandon, we still have you there?
We are doing well on the data.
All right. Yes. All right.
Just
So
like
connections.
Logan said.
Connections loud and clear. But let's hear from you first, Brandon, about the past week here.
Yeah, well,
I guess technically we've been absent 2 weeks.
it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. We ended up. Let's see. We had a snow day last week. I can't remember what day it was, but we did have a little bit of snow.
there.
It was like early in the week, and then I was sick.
I think
though.
it was Tuesday.
Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot Tuesday or Wednesday. I was home. I took another sick day on Wednesday, but recouped up a little bit. I wanted to be ready to go for the weekend. I was all set. Me and Ty had the whole plan to come down, catch our little 6 a.m. flight. More snow hits, and I don't think the flight ended up leaving until like 6 in the evening. It was delayed like 12 hours total, so we had to bag it. And yeah, unfortunately, driving. I mean, it could have been an option depending on when we left, but we would have really been driving through it too, probably. So I'm not sure how far south that snow went. I don't know, Logan. Did you guys hit much of it, or?
No, I mean we left Friday night. The snow didn't really fall till like late Friday night, early Saturday morning. But I mean, even where we were at in Maryland, we didn't get a whole lot. We got like a dusting, but so I don't think it went too far south. But definitely got it pretty good up there.
It was coming down. It was coming down. It was snowing pretty good around midnight.
Yeah. Well, there'll be more weekends in the future for sure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was
all right.
let's
Head over to Nick. I'm glad to hear that. I'm sure it was. Nick, how about you, man? What's going on with you, bud?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. 3-0 on the weekend. It's always how you love to start. And also, we didn't really play our best baseball, and we still came out of the weekend 3-0. So nothing really can be happy. Couldn't be more happy with what happened, and we can just try to get better each and every day. And we play tomorrow against UNC Greensboro. So first road game with the new guys, the new squad. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm excited. It was a fun. Opening day was record-setting attendance for fans, and the couch was loud and it was awesome. Kind of reminded me a little bit of regional, but yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Here, before we get into that, Grace, let me bring you back in as well. Is there anything that you want to update us on from the past week or two?
Not really. I mean, I was with you guys this past weekend. That was a ton of fun. The dinner was a ton of fun, and it was good to be back at the couch. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'll make more games this year. Online school. I'll make more games.
Yeah.
Excited.
And so you can come with Dad, Mom, whoever comes.
Yeah.
Where do we send you where do we send Grace to refill our peanut stock whenever
I know.
we get hungry?
Yeah.
I understand
so
that's no longer
unfortunate.
there.
Yeah,
to
it's
buy
one of the many
popcorn.
changes.
Yeah, they changed a
Yeah.
lot of things around here. I guess it comes with the year we had and where we're ranked this year. So a lot of changes, a lot of new stuff, a lot more expensive things, and
Yeah.
less free shit for sure.
Yeah.
Is that
Hey,
because of us?
yeah,
Did we take too much advantage of
there's
it?
potential for that as well. When
They
they
were
weighed
onto
out
us.
when they weighed out the profits at the end of the year of having that, they probably didn't break even. So maybe it was our fault. Yeah, who knows? Yeah. So yeah, lots of new changes though. The new scoreboard looks beautiful.
Oh,
The
right,
speakers, I
yeah.
think the speakers didn't really live up to what Nick was telling us on last episode. I'm thinking maybe they probably had it on like a volume setting that was a little low, or not
Yeah,
not to its full potential. Would be my
yeah.
guess.
Yeah, I mean, I told you at dinner yesterday, Logan. I was like at practice, I can't hear the other first baseman when we're catching we're catching balls from the infielders. I can't talk to him and have a conversation with him. It's so loud. And then we get to the field for opening day, and it's just quiet. And we're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
It was annoying.
Yeah, but the attendance was a beautiful thing to see. Honestly, I mean the weather could have been way worse for mid February, but it was still a little chilly. But people really came out to support the team, man. It was really cool to see, especially when you think back. Like I remember watching your very first game, Nick. I think was maybe Georgetown or something on like a Friday night. Is
It
that
was
right?
Georgetown. Georgetown was a Saturday. It was
All right.
Lafayette. It was Lafayette College.
All right, so Lafayette on that Friday night, and even watching the Georgetown game, don't really recall there being too many people there. I was, watching on TV. I wasn't there in person,
Oh yeah, there's no
so
one
I don't
there.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no one there.
so
Yeah.
quite the difference, which is pretty neat.
Watching on TV, you could really tell that there was a lot of people there. And usually like when you hit the home run, for example, or like whenever something good would happen, typically the only background noise that you can hear is dad's whistle, regardless of where he is in the stadium. That used to be the only thing you could hear in the background, and you couldn't hear him at all this weekend.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Nick, it was kind of
that's
kind
a
of
good
interesting.
sign.
Yeah.
Like just because it's where we're used to being in the end of May and June was the last time when you guys were playing. Everyone obviously was in like short sleeves. Logan and I were in tank tops. People were getting sunburned, that kind of thing. And now seeing everybody come out with like long sleeve shirts and people bundled up in the crowd, it was just, I don't know why I didn't expect it for some reason. It just felt so different. Like you guys were, everybody was so hot at
Yeah.
the end of the season last. Cole basically didn't even button his whole shirt during the playoffs. Like everyone's all bundled up with the jackets.
I'm pretty
and
sure
everything.
Yeah, there was still some of that in the dugout. They had their button all the way down, and then they just had the big jacket over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Friday night was pretty nice. Like Friday night, I didn't have any sleeves on during the game. But me, adrenaline, opening day, you don't really feel anything anyway. Saturday and Sunday, I had my thermal on with my turtleneck. It was chilly for sure. Dugout was super cold. When you got in the sun, it wasn't too bad, but the dugout was
The
cold.
wind was cold on
Yeah, Saturday with the wind was a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go ahead and talk with Chipper too. That
yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so real quick, for the listeners who aren't aware of what went on, basically Chipper Jones came, at a dinner to raise money for the NIL collective, which was pretty neat. Go ahead, Nick. Sorry.
Yeah, so that morning we had our ring ceremony. So I'll start with that. So Saturday morning for the game, we got all of our rings for last year, ACC regular season, winning a regional, winning super regional, all in one ring. Oh, it was fat. It was really cool.
You don't have it in front of you, do you?
Nah, Dad took it home.
All right.
He's gonna wear it more than I would ever. Honestly.
Yeah. It's fair.
So yeah, that was cool. And then we beat Illinois, who had a really good starter on the mound. He was 93, 95 with a couple good breaking balls. So he was good. That was a good game. We won 5-2. And then after that game, Chipper talked to us as a team in the meeting room, and just seeing like he never really has anything planned. He's just talking baseball and just like talking as a hitter and being a switch hitter. A couple cool stats, but he hit over 300 from both sides, which I never knew, which is awesome. Like almost 500 home runs. Hall of Famer. It's pretty cool to hear him talk about hitting and hear him talk about just baseball and like the pitchers he faced and what he did against them. So that was super cool. And also some of the stories that he had at the dinner was really cool about his broadcasting and that kind of stuff. So it was good to hear him talk and hear him talk about baseball too and what his approach was, how he hit. So that was probably opening day 3-0 is great, but that was really cool getting to hear him talk for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine, just anytime you get to like hear from somebody who's been there, done that, right? When you talk about the goals that a lot of you and your teammates have, you talk about a guy that, accomplished things that are unimaginable. So I feel like anytime, you get to kind of pick somebody's brain like that, it's pretty neat and something you should take advantage of. And yeah.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. Yeah. Grace was falling asleep at the table. It's okay.
I wasn't.
It's okay.
Is that true, Grace?
I wasn't falling asleep. I got woken up by a fire alarm that morning.
That's true.
It was a rough start to the day.
Grace was falling asleep at the table. Logan can't remember it. Brandon, you weren't missed. We still had remnants of you there.
Oh yeah, what I can say, talk about NIL Roll the Quad IPA. I taste tested it. I had perhaps a couple too many. It does the job and it tastes pretty darn good. Yeah, you heard it here first. Yeah, I might have to watch the replay version of Chipper's Q&A session because like the details are a little splotchy, but that's all right.
Is there a replay? Is there a video?
No.
That's all right. Omaha's pretty splotchy for me.
The whole experience, the whole week you were there?
All 10 days.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yep, it happens. Yeah, the next day though, I went down to Fiddlin' Fish and got myself a 24 pack. Supporting those Demon Deacon athletes. One.
That's all that you were thinking about.
one 16-ounce curl at a time, baby.
For the kids.
Yeah.
Hey, by the time I'm done with it, I might have raised enough money like for another transfer player or just on me alone.
So you're funding the next transfer,
That's
next
right.
year's transfer. Great.
Absolutely. I might get a parking spot at this point. Yeah.
How was the? Did they have a tailgate? Did they have the food and the grill going?
No, not really. Nothing like organized like that. I don't think.
Just too cold, or
is that not running it this year?
I'm sure.
Yeah, it could be the weather. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Who's running it this year, Joe?
I truly don't know.
I don't know.
Because didn't Dad and Mom run it last year?
I was
They
talking about the
definitely
guy
were
that
like
comes
involved
with
in
the grill
in
trailer.
coordinating. Oh yeah, that one I think is more so like once.
Yeah,
That's when they
I
do
don't
it.
see that often.
That's when they do it up big. Yeah.
Actually, you might see that ACC play, maybe.
Yeah. Okay,
when that
that's
starts.
probably it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you probably won't see
that
it.
takes a little more legwork, I think, to organize something like that.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
that was
I
something.
remember
that was missing.
seeing him before the regional. Yeah.
No, he was there a lot.
Yeah.
He was there a lot before the regional.
Yeah, he was definitely there before the regional. Yeah. But I mean, basketball's still going on.
True.
So probably when the time that winds up, that's when you get the full attention. I mean, like next week, we have a game the same day that we play Duke at home. So like that'll be another day we probably don't have as many fans.
Right.
But it happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's all good.
You watch any? You catch up with any other college baseball around the country? Either you two?
Friday I was locked in on my pretty much we had parent-teacher conferences Friday afternoon, and I didn't have too many visitors, so I was watching the Duke game, pretty locked in on that.
Yeah.
And then honestly on the drive down, before your guys' game started, I was watching some games, and then after your game was over, I was watching the TCU comeback. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was
TCU, yeah, snuck away with one. Florida got upset. I know that. By the Johnnies.
yeah,
I'm trying to think of who else.
there was another
Arkansas maybe lost to JMU, I think.
Yeah, that's what Mom said.
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stanford.
Yeah, because they played again today.
Stanford's like 1-3. I think.
Really?
I think they lost.
You
They
sure?
lost. Yeah, they lost again today. Maybe I'm wrong on the
I know.
record, but I know they
I know
lost.
Louisville.
Yeah, they lost too.
Louisville dropped. Yeah, they played Indiana State though. I mean, they hosted last year.
State
Indiana
lost
State's
too.
a good program. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, NC State lost one. That's
Yeah.
right, yeah. Duke looked
Duke looks
good.
very impressive.
They
man.
look really
yeah,
good.
They've got a good squad, I think, this year for
Yeah.
sure.
That'll be a fun opening ACC weekend. That'll be so fun.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a
talk
good
about
series.
opening it up with some real competition.
looks like,
first weekend.
Hartle versus Santucci.
Yeah.
Yep. Hartle versus Santucci on Friday night will be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And
What's up, Brandon?
Honeycutt looks to be somewhat back to his old ways a little bit. He
I
was
think
hitting some bombs.
he's gonna have another big year.
Did he play well this weekend?
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
I think he had at least one bomb already. No.
I think it was.
Oh no, not at all. No, he's great. Yeah, I mean, he has every tool in the box you could ever think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the man too.
Yeah, I think he had like 25 bombs and like a crazy number of stolen bases as a freshman. Like that dude is legit.
Oh yeah, 25 and 25. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the 25 and 25.
That doesn't
also.
happen often.
Yeah, that don't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What else? Any other big story? There was another big comeback on Friday. Vandy was pretty big there.
Yeah.
Vandy. They dropped the next game too. Yeah, Vandy walked it off on Friday.
I think Tennessee lost one too.
And then they lost on Sunday. Yeah, lost to Oklahoma. At the No, Oklahoma walked off against someone else, but they lost to Oklahoma.
Yeah. It just goes to show, man. You know, baseball. It doesn't matter if it's a mid-major or what you think is not a good team compared to these Power Five. You know, baseball is baseball, and anything can happen on a given night. So.
100%. 100%. That's the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Want to talk a little Super Bowl?
I guess we never did talk about it, did we?
Yeah, we never did. I mean, now it's like we missed the whole post Super Bowl week. Now it's no longer hip to talk the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we've already moved on from it. Yeah, but the Chiefs won.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that, remembers that. Pretty wild. Giving Mahomes the ball.
Yeah, Patty Mahomes is him.
Exactly.
That's all you need to know.
I think it's kind of wild.
Mahomes and Andy Reid.
49ers didn't know the overtime rules.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's crazy. How do you not coach that? Like pre-Super Bowl.
I didn't
Let's
know
go
that.
over it.
But I don't need to know that.
No.
This was the first year for the modified, right?
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's a second.
I think second year. Yeah, second year.
Right.
Because the Mahomes Josh Allen was 2 years ago.
Yeah, in the playoff game, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the Chiefs had a slight advantage there because the rule was kind of made because of them, A, and B, they were in the Super Bowl last year, so they would have probably gone over it, but still doesn't change the fact that, you know, there was definitely a lack of preparation on somebody. Probably, you know, starts with the head coach for San Francisco, Kyle Shanahan, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Niners were just outcoached a little bit, and then Dre Greenlaw getting hurt mid-game hurt them too, for sure.
Feel terrible when something like that happens, dude.
That's horrible.
Not even in like the play of the game either. It's just brutal.
Yep.
The halftime show was very good.
You didn't like
Halftime
it,
show
guys?
was interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious. What do the young folk think about the halftime show here?
I was just waiting for Justin Bieber. He never showed up. All these
I thought you were talking to me, Logan.
No. I mean, like real young folk, not changing a slider on a dating app.
Yeah, I mean, anyways, uh,
Did you guys
like,
know the songs?
yeah, I knew the songs.
Yeah. Alicia Keys was a
But
great
yeah,
addition.
Alicia Keys,
Yeah.
I enjoyed seeing her out there for sure.
I will
Yeah.
say, yeah, it kind of got off to a slow start, and then as soon as like
did.
she came on, it was like, all right. From there, it rolled.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they just did a little bit too much. Like
Yeah, too much.
the roller skating, him
Yeah.
taking his shirt off was crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a lot. It was a lot for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great.
I enjoyed the songs a lot.
I thought it was bad.
Yeah,
I wish he started. I wish he started with a better one though. That
Yeah,
got
he
us
started
hooked.
with
Yeah.
Mom.
Earlier.
It
Can't
felt
even
very
remember what he
short.
started with.
It didn't get good
You thought
until
maybe
Lil
that-
Jon
yeah, I
came
thought-
out.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say the guests were really good. Lil Jon,
Yeah.
Luda.
Yeah,
Well,
Luda.
obviously we mentioned Alicia Keys. That girl railing on the guitar. I don't know who that was, but she was
killed
railing. Yeah.
Yeah, she killed it.
Yeah. Do we know who that is, by the way?
I thought that was just me who didn't know. To be honest.
Nah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
who
thought
it
it was.
was.
I thought it was. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, she was awesome. Railing. Yeah.
So actually, fun story about this. So I went to school last week for my class, high school.
Mm-hmm.
And we went into an ASL class, American Sign Language,
Mm-hmm.
and they were talking about how the person who was giving the signs for the halftime show, like, did them all wrong.
Really?
Like he was underqualified to do it. Like botched almost all the words, and got to the point in the show where he just started dancing and stopped signing.
Dang.
So like the deaf community was pretty upset about that.
I feel like I've heard stories of that happening before in the past. With like speeches, like presidential speech, maybe it was at one point in time, where like the ASL person was not doing it correctly at all.
Yeah, like I guess this person was like a TikToker who was given the job and he didn't really know what he was doing. That's at least what people in the class were saying. The kids in the class. I was
Right,
like, wow,
right.
this is interesting.
Interesting.
That is
I didn't hear
interesting.
about it. Yeah.
So where did they
I was gonna
access
say, I
it?
haven't
'Cause
heard-
I don't remember
heard
seeing
that.
him.
I don't either. Normally they like announce him beforehand. No,
Mhm.
at least like during the national anthem they do.
Yeah. Or
They
sometimes
probably
they'll be like
displayed
on
it
screen
at the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Like, for
but
people
for
watching on
for
TV,
people at
you
home,
kind of
yeah.
need to see it.
Yeah, I wonder if there was like a separate channel, maybe. I don't know, like a streaming. You would stream it, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a good question. But
Yeah.
how's that class going, Nick?
I really like that class. It's pretty fun. We
Yeah.
went to an elementary school, a middle school, and a high school, all public. We're going to a private school next week,
Mm-hmm.
so kind of we're gonna see the differences. Probably be pretty big.
Yeah. So when you guys are in there, are like you kind of just like walking through the halls, or like you going in the classrooms and kind of
We're
just
going.
being
We're going
flies
to
on the wall?
classrooms. Yeah, we're going to classrooms. We'll go into like probably 4 to 5 for like a couple minutes each, and we'll just go and sometimes the teachers acknowledge us. Sometimes they just keep teaching, and we just stand there and just listen. And we have to fill out like a worksheet, a paper about stuff. And first we go on their website and the learning improvement plan or something like that, and kind of write all that stuff down, and then see if we see any of that stuff in action actually in the school.
Nice.
Usually talk to like the principal and stuff too.
Very cool.
But yeah, it's cool. I enjoy it for sure.
Yeah, I feel like any class where you get kind of like a real world experience like that is kind of cool.
Yeah, and we have it once a week, and all we do is go to classes
Do you
different
go to the
schools every
gym?
week, so it's fun. No, sir, we don't.
Then you're not learning anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, hey, that's a part of the school experience, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
You'll have to request from your professor that you can stop down to see the gym instructor.
Well, so the one school, the high school we went to, they have to travel through a tunnel to get to the gymnasium.
Really?
Like they go under the school to get to the gym. And I guess it's like farther away, or it's across the street, or I don't know, but that's what the guy was talking about. How they have to go through a tunnel under the school to get to the gym.
Wild.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think that.
I've heard of like separate, like maybe kids will have to go outside for like, to access a different building or the gym or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of a underground
Yeah.
tunnel.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, that's that class. It's fun.
Nice.
I'm one of two guys in that class, so I don't mind it.
I'm curious, Nick, like how you ended up even taking an education class. Like, you
I'm
were just
almost done.
so inspired by your brothers that you wanted to, walk in our shoes for a bit.
No, honestly, it's because I'm pretty much almost done with all my major classes, all my communication classes, and I just needed other classes to take. So I'm in 2 education classes this semester.
Okay, gotcha.
The other one's basically just like LinkedIn, handshake, how to go about an interview, how to hold just like the elevator pitch in an interview and kind of stuff like that, and figure out stuff about yourself and what to portray in interviews and stuff, which is pretty cool. It's probably the 2 classes that I use the most, like real world
I was
examples.
just gonna say that. Yeah, that one you were just describing is like gonna be beneficial. Like,
no matter what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Anything else back on the Super Bowl? What are some thoughts? What about Taylor Grace? What's the Taylor Swift perspective? What's the Taylor Swift report from the Super Bowl?
She seemed pretty happy after. I know she made it to the concert, so.
Yeah,
is she bringing him on
all a
tour?
success for her?
I don't know the details about Swift. I really don't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I heard there was lots of drama regarding the people attending the Super Bowl and Taylor Swift being there. Like the person who stole her music. And remember how because she had to like redo.
The producer guy.
The
Yeah.
guy was there apparently.
Can't think of his name.
His ex-girlfriend was there. I don't know. There was lots of people.
Huh.
Taylor was
okay.
See, but it was all okay.
Stupid drama. She's just
She can't see the haters anyway.
You know what I do hate about this whole Taylor Swift
I didn't miss that,
thing?
Logan, by the way.
What's that, Brendan?
I hate that she's been a Chiefs fan for 1 freaking year, and she's already seen the Super Bowl, and I've been a miserable Cowboys fan for 30 years. It's not fair. It's not right. And now I think something's up because now I'm switching to the dark side. Something's going on, and we got to do something about it because I think that ain't right.
You're the only.
You talking script?
Yeah, and she's in on it. I think she owns the NFL.
She's in on it.
I think Roger owes her some favors.
Well, I mean, even if there wasn't an agreed upon deal, like he does owe her because she brought all kinds of more viewership, higher numbers, et cetera, et cetera. But
maybe she owes him
I'm not
favors.
saying it was intentional. No, I don't think so.
I doubt that.
I don't think so. I don't think her numbers have really changed at all. Benefited from it.
She's probably the most famous person in the world right now.
Yeah.
We had this conversation today at practice. Like, who do we think the most famous person in the world is?
She's probably there. Yep.
She's probably good.
So, Nick, you just need to start dating the second most famous person, and then this podcast will blow up. All right. So we'll
Kate McRae. Where you at?
see. I don't know who that is. That's not big enough.
What Grace?
I like Tate. Tate is good.
Yeah. I know.
What about Sarah Cameron from
Sarah.
what's the show?
I'm still watching.
Madeline Klein.
Outer Banks. Yeah, Madeline Klein. Yeah. She available?
She's all right.
Yeah. All right. Well, shout out Madeline Klein. I'm sure you're listening.
Yep.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's take a look at some listener questions from YouTube. And I'll tell you, on past episodes, we perhaps maybe didn't have any. And now on this episode, we perhaps have too many. So we probably, unfortunately, won't be able to get to all of our listener questions, but we'll save them in a bank for future episodes, perhaps, as well.
Do we actually have that many?
Yeah, and you're about to see why. um, so we'll start with a question from Megan. Megan wants to know this question for Brandon.
Oh,
How many times, Brandon, do you hope to be on TV this upcoming baseball season?
That's a great question. I think I missed a good opportunity this weekend being opening weekend. I'm sure that you guys aren't the only people that missed me there this weekend. You might be the people that missed me the least, actually. So I don't know. Let's set an over under. What do you guys think? What should we do? Like an over under? Can we set it at like 17 and a half? Is that too many?
18. You're going to let TV
I feel
18
like that's
times.
too many. Yes,
I've gotten on like 4 times
And
in one game.
You think you're?
Yeah,
He thinks he's the
regional.
Taylor Swift of Wake Forest
counts.
baseball. Apparently,
That counts.
And like the
Honestly,
Wake Forest account doesn't count.
no, but well,
Like the
no.
Wake Forest media, that doesn't
The
count.
playoffs count though.
7.
That's TV.
Waiting on 7.
I think
I'd say like 9.5.
I was gonna say higher,
7.
but Rhett's not there anymore. So that was like a big part of my
yeah, true.
my.
Yeah, that
just-
hurts.
yeah,
That hurts.
that
a little
does
I
bit.
hurt.
dropped it down by 5 because of that. I was gonna say like 22, 23.
Okay, all right. So pretty lofty goals, but I
Okay.
respect that.
Okay, we'll see.
Yep. All right. Let's get to another question. This one also from Megan. Grace, this is for you. Megan wants to know more specifically what you'll be doing in Milan. She says that she knows it relates to fashion, but is it like a fashion week? Working with different designers. What can we kind of expect from your Milan experience?
Okay, so the first week is like the training. So I'll be like going to photo shoots and walking the runway, that kind of thing. The last like 3 to 4 weeks, I'll be working. So that just depends on what jobs I get when I'm down there, type thing. Down, over there, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
over something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Very
it's-
cool. Very cool.
we'll have to see.
So it can kind of go a number of different ways once you're
Yeah.
over there, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea right now. It'll all depend when I'm there. Yeah.
Gotcha. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's go to another listener question. This one from Kathy. Kathy wants to know, what was the dumbest thing a coach ever said to you? Now, she wasn't specific about who this was for. The first thing that comes to my mind, I'll give Nick a chance to think about it. The first thing that comes to my mind is probably not appropriate for this podcast. But it was the very first day I met my pitching coach in college, and you could tell he, as most pitching coaches do, he had a very unique personality. And he basically was like,
Sorry.
Was that him? Did we just bring him
yeah,
in
if you
live?
guys hear Nick's roommates, I think, are in a heated battle. They're fine, Nick. It don't matter. No, the coach was basically, his quote was, "Don't F me because I'll F you back harder." That was his direct quote, which, like, at the time, I guess meant like, don't be lazy or whatever. I don't know, but it set an impression. Yeah, first day. Nick, what about you?
I mean, I'm not about dumb, but I could go on for probably hours about funny moose pit mound visits.
Sure. Yeah, we wouldn't call
I'll
it
pick-
dumb though.
Yeah, no, not dumb, but definitely different.
Right.
So which one do I want to say that's appropriate as well? I don't know. I don't know if I can say this, whatever, but tells a pitcher one time, he had, I believe it was Derek Crum last year. he had him close his eyes and sing Big Papa. That's what it's called, right? Sing that song for about 30 seconds, and then grab his nuts while he was singing the song, and then go pitch.
Like in the dugout, like before he ran out, or on
No,
the
on the
mound?
mound visit, and wouldn't leave until he grabbed his nuts. Literally. And the umpire's right there. He's like, I don't care that he's there. Like, I don't care that you're here. I'm not leaving until he does it.
That's amazing.
The umpire's like, I'm okay. Okay.
Yeah, how an umpire doesn't laugh also in a situation like that is impressive as well. Because
Yeah, no. So he's got some funnier ones for sure, but I can't say that on here.
Yeah, it's all about sometimes getting a pitcher out of his own head. I imagine
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. All right. Another question from Kathy. If you owned a racehorse, what would you name it?
Logan, you always had a good name.
This could be for anybody, but
you had a good name for a racehorse back when that was potentially going to happen.
Yep. Logan's Butler. Logan's Butler would be a good one. Yep. What about Grace? You got any ideas? I mean, you have a horse.
Thought of it. I've never thought about that before.
Yeah, because racehorses have these cool names, right? These kind of unique.
Every horse I got came with a name, so that's tricky. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, we can think about it.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah,
there's
no
probably a
idea
few that I could come up with.
You're good.
Next question from Angie. Brandon, specifically from Angie, wants to know, can we get a plumbing update from Brandon?
The plumbing update, yeah, we can. I fixed everything. And it was $8. For myself, yeah, it was $8. I did have to do it 2 times. So it was $16. But we are leak free, and we are showering daily, and I saved a couple $100 for a plumber. So we're good. We are.
This is perfect. So he can use that money to buy a laptop.
Yeah,
then, right?
exactly. Save that money, or apply that troubleshooting concentration and dedication to the technology as well.
I think I fixed it. I put it on the charger. It seems to be.
You put it on a charger and you put it sideways. That was your go-to?
Yeah,
that's what fixed it.
Had to. Not the data thing at all.
Must be the data.
Right.
Must be the data.
Yeah, has to be. All right, let's do this as our last one here as well. This is for the whole gang from Angie. Obviously, she says that we know what Nick's is, so he can sit this one out. But what would your walk-up song be and why for Brandon, Grace, and myself?
Who wants to go first?
I have no idea.
Man, there's so many good options.
Mine would change. Like, I would change mine way too often, or try to, or want to. But yeah, there are so many good options. Let the Bodies Hit the Floor.
Oh, that's a gooder.
Is a good one. Yeah.
That's not a gooder. That's not a gooder. All right, Dad. Like, that's what Dad would play when he's throwing BP in the cage. You don't need to be
with his helmet,
that as your walk.
And the Tito's and cranberry juice, or the Tito's and Sprite in the cup.
Yeah. Probably something Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny would be good. I think over the years before Nick found ABG, I was trying to get him to do some Bad Bunny.
If I didn't have Bad Bunny, if I didn't have ABG this year, I would definitely do some Spanish songs.
Yeah. So I'd probably go that route for sure. Brandon, Grace, any ideas on your end there?
I have 2. like a lot of these, like Kyle Schwarber and Harper and stuff, they all have different ones every time they come up. Do you guys have that as an option, Nick, or you have to use the same one? Like, is it all
Nowadays
pre-programmed in?
they can
Yeah,
they can have two.
You can have as many. You can have up to 3. Like
That rotate kind
you
of.
can rotate.
Yeah.
Rotate. Yeah.
I would
You can.
2 options. Well, Stacy's mom. Or
Nice. Nice.
Yep. Okay.
Super Bass.
Oh, I do like that song.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj, right?
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah.
you got my heart beating running away. Yeah, it's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a gooder.
For sure.
Grace. Those are good. Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been asked this question.
You're
I've never
lame.
had
What do you ride to?
You're lame.
What do you
A what?
ride to? Like, if you were riding and you were like, I need to get hype right now to jump
Yeah.
over this fence, what would you want to put on?
Right. What would get you in the zone?
I mean, I have a playlist, but I couldn't pick just one song. Maybe some
All right, next.
Drake is
Did you guys
on mine.
Drake?
Did you guys-
Something Drake? Okay.
something? Did you listen to the
Huh?
new Big Booty?
No, I
I
haven't.
have not
It's
either.
it's good. It's good.
Is it up there with 18?
It's up there. It's getting. It's one of the best ones since that one, probably.
Okay.
It's really good.
All right. Very
Okay.
impressive. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to get around to that for sure. All right. Real quick, let's start trivia questions. All right. And actually, our first one comes from Kathy. Kathy's giving us a trivia question specifically.
Okay.
You guys ready? All
Yeah.
right. What are the dimensions of an indoor volleyball court? So this is like Brandon's category for sure. As the phys ed teacher, he brings in these questions. Indoor volleyball court dimensions.
I have no idea. I don't even know where to guess, to be honest with you.
I would say like I don't know, dude. Okay, maybe 50 feet by 50 feet by 25
By
feet.
20. Yeah. Does she have an answer?
No, I don't think so. I'll look that up. You guys keep talking.
I don't know. I've only ever played outside, and we just like walk off like 10 steps and put a flip flop down. Is that not official?
That's
I
not
don't
official.
think
No,
so.
sir. No, sir.
Do we think it's bigger or smaller than a tennis? I feel like it's got to be smaller for indoor.
I feel like it's smaller than tennis
for sure.
All right, I do have an answer here, unless you guys want to take another stab. But the correct answer has not been said yet.
I'm gonna go.
And I'll tell you this: the kind of round number is in meters.
Okay, then I've got no idea.
Okay, because like the feet is like it's like an obscure number, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
So it is
Say, like-
59.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna give it. You want to guess? You guess.
No, not anymore.
I'm gonna guess 59. I'm gonna guess 59.
It is 59 feet long, 29 and a half feet wide, which comes out to 18 meters long and 9 meters wide. So it is half the width is half the length.
Yeah.
And so not terribly far away from the 50-25. We were pretty close.
That felt good.
Yeah,
That felt
yeah.
good.
We're still, I'm still happy with that. Still happy with that. All right. How about some trivia questions from the panel here? Does anybody want to go first?
I'll go.
All right.
Which Avenger? Let me pull up the exact question. Here it is. Which member of the Avengers had a brief stint as a pop star? Looking for the actual
Like the character or the actor?
The actor.
Okay.
Actress.
It is female?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Well, Harry Styles is one of them. He plays Arrow. He's one of the Eternals.
Eternals, maybe.
Yeah. We don't count them.
Yeah, this is like original.
Avengers.
The
Avengers.
As a
I will say this person was a later addition.
okay,
Not original. Not
one
original.
of the originals. Okay,
Avengers.
pop singer, you said?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what it is. Jeremy Renner.
All right, go ahead.
No, I just said it wasn't one
Well,
of
Yeah.
the
he is. He has an
Um,
album. You can't ask questions with multiple answers.
Okay. It does not. He wasn't a pop star.
Nick, I'll be honest. When you say later edition, that's kind of throwing me off a little more. Like, yeah.
All right. I'll give you actress, woman.
Okay. Not Wanda.
No. Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah.
It is Brie Larson.
Oh, pop star, huh?
Brie Larson. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I
Remember
didn't know
when
that.
she was in the league?
All right. Good one.
She plays the au pair.
Yeah, I do. Okay.
All right.
She moves in
Anybody
with
got
Rafa.
another question?
Yeah.
I don't think I got that far yet, but I haven't
Oh,
finished.
come
it.
on.
You know, got sidetracked. All right.
Grace, you got one?
No.
Hello?
Grace, you want to pull up a Final Jeopardy and we'll fill in the air time?
Yes, got it.
Is that cool?
Well, I can ask another one real quick. Which Super Bowl halftime show performer was on stage with a dancing shark?
Probably Katy
I know.
Perry.
Katy Perry, baby.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Brandon, you.
We can cut some. I'll just start ripping them at you, and we can cut the ones out.
I mean,
you want.
we'll
Like,
keep them in. It makes it a lot easier if I don't have to cut anything. So let it roll.
All right. These are all like music ones.
Okay.
Who sang the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song
Oh.
for the movie?
Oh. J Balvin.
No, not J Balvin.
He does. Yeah, he does have a SpongeBob song though. Yeah,
Does
it's
he
called.
really?
It's called.
It's,
Is it called Agua? I think it might be called Agua. Yeah.
It was Avril Lavigne.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Brandon, did you
All
bring
right.
any brain busters?
No.
All right, that's all right. Nick, go ahead.
So Shakira speaks 6 languages.
Okay.
You want to try to name them?
Spanish. Portuguese.
Yep.
English.
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 Yeah. These are definitely the 3 hardest you got left for sure. 2 of them are big countries. 2 of them are like there's a country, and one of them is there's not like a.
I bet you she speaks Arabic.
She does. She does speak
How about
Arabic.
Latin?
All right.
Not Latin, no.
What else is Italian?
Yes. And one
Japanese?
more. No.
Russian.
No.
Just
French. Yeah.
French. He also speaks French.
Good for her. The romance languages. She knocked them out.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
speaks them all.
I
pretty
wouldn't know
impressive.
anything about them. That's why my answer was English.
Nope. Yeah, but you got that one right.
I did.
So I actually didn't know this. Grace, you might know the answer to this question. So I saw a TikTok about this question.
interesting.
Billie Eilish is obsessed with what classic TV show? Like I saw a clip of it. Knows everything.
I don't know much about Billie Eilish.
Yeah, but you're on TikTok and stuff, you know.
I got nothing. I
I
mean, I
don't
can
even
start
know
naming
who that
classic
is.
TV shows.
Yeah. It's The Office.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's a classic TV show.
Yeah. That's what this website
Okay.
says. Yeah.
All right, I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
And Grace, I know you're working on something, but this is all you too, okay?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
This is I got 2 Valentine's. Well, okay, no, actually that might give away the answer to one. I got 1 Valentine's Day themed one.
Okay.
All right. The category is food chains. Food chains. What
Okay.
major pizza chain is currently offering a goodbye pie, a deliverable pizza for anyone looking to break up with their significant other?
I was going to say Domino's.
No. Correct answer is Pizza
What is he?
Hut.
Oh, I forgot about
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. All right. Grace, you have a question for us?
For you guys.
Love it.
Okay.
It's iconic brands.
Okay.
All right.
Iconic brands. Okay.
Okay, the question is, in 1916, it began packaging its flagship product in a variety of glass called Georgia Green.
Georgia Green.
Yeah.
Read that again.
In 1916, it began packaging its flagship product in a variety of glass called Georgia Green.
Yankee Candle.
No. Anyone else have a guess?
I have no idea. Brand new.
Yingling.
You're on the
Heineken.
you're on the track, but not quite.
You know, I
Heineken.
have no clue.
No. Nobody?
Alright. No.
It's Coca-Cola.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Good question. Tough one. We all got stumped there.
Stumped you guys.
Yeah, triple. All right. Well, I think that should wrap up our trivia questions for the day. And it just about wraps up our show for the day. Please go ahead and give us a rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube, Instagram, X, at Catching Up with the Kurtzes. Really happy we got another episode in, guys. Technology seemed to be, well, we had some hiccups, but we got through it. And yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Later.
Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug.